Welcome to Direct Heat session of Ajmal IS Academy. Here we will see those current affairs MCQs asked in APSC CCE Prelims 2025 which were covered in our current affairs material. So let's start the session. I am using set D here so you can match the questions accordingly. Our first question is a statement based question where statement 1 says Marat Longri Wildlife Sanctuary is situated in Dima Hasao district of Assam. We have launched a district at a glance material in which we have covered all the districts of Assam, where we have clearly mentioned the wildlife sanctuaries of Karbi Anglong districts where the name Marat Longri Wildlife Sanctuary was mentioned. So we get to know that Marat Longri Wildlife Sanctuary is not located in Dima Hasao district but in Karbi Anglong district. So these options become incorrect. Similarly, in option 3, Sikna Jaula National Park is the 8th national park of Assam. Similarly, this has been mentioned in our district at a glance material that Sikna Jaula is Assam's 8th national park. So we get to know that this statement is correct. Similarly, statement 4 says Manas is the only biosphere reserve of Assam. Again, in the district at a glance, we have mentioned that Dibru-Saukha Biosphere Reserve was declared in 1997. So we get to know that Manas is not the only biosphere reserve of Assam, due to which this becomes incorrect. And we get to the correct answer, that is 2 and 3. The second question is match the following wildlife sanctuaries with their corresponding features. Here all the wildlife sanctuaries, that is Pobitora, is mentioned for holding the highest density of one-horn rhino in the world. If we connect this to high rhino density, Holongopara was mentioned as Holongopara Gibbon Sanctuary, which is of Assam. Diporbil was mentioned in list of Ramsar sites of Northeast. Similarly, Sakrachila was mentioned to be the second ideal habitat for golden langur. So if we match all this, then we get the answer C. And all these national parks or wildlife sanctuary were mentioned in our current affairs material. Our next question has asked the following pair which were incorrectly matched. So if you have gone through the current affairs material, you can see Mayon volcano eruption triggers evacuation in Philippines. This article was covered, and if you have read this, you will know that Mayon is not in Indonesia but in Philippines. And in this question, Mayon is given only Mayon in one option, that is C. So C becomes the correct answer here. Similarly, in the next question, which have asked the criteria for identifying particularly vulnerable tribal groups, all these criteria: pre-agricultural level of technology, low level of literacy, economic backwardness, and a declining or stagnant population were mentioned in the current affairs material. So if you read this, and you can easily know that answer here is D, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Similarly, in the next question, which we have asked about Ramsar sites located in Northeast, our current affairs material have given the list of Ramsar sites which were in Northeast. So if you have gone through this list, you can easily know that Pala wetland and Rudrasagar lake is in Northeast. So the answer here becomes C, that is 2 and 4. Similarly, in the next question, which have asked about Nipun Bharat Mission, our current affairs material have given a detailed list of the Nipun Bharat Mission, that it was launched in 2021 and it seeks to achieve foundational literacy and numeracy. So here the answer becomes A, that is the achievement of foundational literacy and numeracy. Similarly, in the next question, which is a match the following question of the species with their conservation status, all the species has been mentioned in our current affairs material, and only if you know that one-horn rhino is vulnerable, then you can come to the answer as 1A. 4 is mentioned only in one option, C, that is C. And our current affairs material has given it as vulnerable and golden langur as endangered. See, A, 4 and C, 1, which is clearly mentioned. So again, in the next question, we can see that it have asked about Lassit-1 satellite. We have covered Lassit-1 both in our current affairs material and in our simulation test, which has been uploaded in our website. If we have gone through this, we can see that we have clearly mentioned that Lassit-1 was launched aboard the PSLV C-62 mission in both these materials, and it was launch of academic and student satellite Lassit-1. So you can easily come to the answer, that is 2 and 3, that is C. Again, in the next question, which have asked about Mayank Chakravarti, we have covered Mayank Chakravarti in both our simulation test and current affairs material, in which we have mentioned that Mayank Chakravarti became the first chess grandmaster from Assam and Northeast. So if you have gone through this, you can easily come to the answer, that is A, chess grandmaster. Again, next question is about the former Chief Minister of Assam, who also were once the Speaker of Legislative Assembly of Assam. In our current affairs material, we have given the list of Speaker of Assam Legislative Assembly. If you have gone through this, you can easily see that Mahendra Mohan Chaudhary and Jogendra Nath Hazarika was mentioned there, where you can come to the answer, this 1 and 2, that is C. Again, in a 19 number question, which I've asked about the civilian honor that were awarded to Dr. Bhupen Hazarika during his lifetime. In our magazine, we have covered the awards received by Dr. Bhupen Hazarika both during his lifetime and after his death. So if you have read this, you can easily come to the answer that Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan were received during his lifetime. So the answer here becomes A. Again, in the final question, the list have been given for matching satras belonging to the particular Sangitis. Here we have given that Brahma Sangiti cover the Anunati Satra, which is given here. Brahma Sangiti A equal to 3. Again, Kola Hungiti cover the Muamaria Hotra, which is D equal to 4, and you can easily come to the answer. So these were some of the example of the current affairs question covered in our current affairs material that were asked in APSC CCE Prelims. Thank you.